Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Well, exactly. We are bringing you the gloriousness that is the Sunday Night Line battle. Now, let me tell you about the sides. Obviously, this will be the Russians versus the Prussians. Now, for those of you who are not aware of history, Prussia went on to become Germany, essentially. So, Germans and Russians, so this is like the Cold War and all that kind of stuff. So, we'll see. Anyway, as you can see, the guys are getting set up. On the Prussian side, we have the 5th Brigade, the 30th, the RA, the fine Russian regiment. And we've also got, let's see, I think it's a 5th Brigade in there as well. So, quite a few in there as well. Now, we have the 65th and the 77Y, the 72nd, Jean Bart, also in there as well, and the 65th in there. So this is what they're going to be doing, and this is the line battle. Now, there are a couple of rules, obviously, that people are aware. If for whatever reason the people are down, the cavalry is down, then they have to get off and join a line if there's a small amount of them remaining. So, one side has artillery, one side does not. So, let's see. This is the 5th Brigade. Don't they look wonderful? Who's setting up? So there's Grills there. Setting up and should be unlimbering his cannon any minute now. Now, there is Onion. And okay, that's a lot of horns. Anyway, so these are the 5th Brigade rifles. Now, let's see what these guys are up to. They are following the line. So here we go. Have a look at this fine fellow. There's Colonel Hollyfluff. Looking wonderful as recruit Bobby Ramsey dies already. So there we go. There's this is the Russian contingent. Don't they look wonderful? Look at these fellas. Oh, looking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Led by Lutzman, Major. So you can see that here the cannons being fired already as the various guys are moving into their position. So let's see if we can lock in on... Oh, here we go. Any minute now. Could this be a line battle? Let's see. This is a lovely correction. More Russians. Look at these. Oh, God. Look at these fellas. Don't they look wonderful? Oh, look at him. Schoss there. So, hopefully getting the pronunciation right, as we've also got some cavalry. So, there is the 1st KDG from 5th Brigade. Shadow jumping over the top of his line infantry guys. Look at that, very nice indeed. As Ranger unfortunately snuffs it, so I think he might have had a crash. And let's see if we can lock in. Correction, the Russians do actually have some artillery. So this is being dealt with by the Jean Bart art. There's that silly Lucas taking pot shots at the enemy. You've also got Oberon also taking pot shots at the artillery. And this is the line infantry. Now, I can pretty much guarantee the man with the gun and the drum will be Aztir. Yes, he likes his drumming. Now, you can see this would probably be Malekith. Yep, that's Mal. Checking out to see what the lie of the land is. Oh, no! Oh, no. Nipples dies almost immediately. Poor Nipples. Dear, oh, dear. Now, it looks like that is a cavalry run on line infantry, as you can see. Yeah, that looked pretty bad for them. Woden there, leading the cavalry, trying to take out as many people as possible. Bob the Blob. That was extremely horrific. And John Macduff just knocking over Connor MacLeod. So, yeah, he just got duffed up quite literally. Aha, this is interesting. This is 77Y cavalry. You don't see this very often. Now, let's see who this horsey person is. There's Chicken. And we're following Chicken. Let's see if we can move up as Lucky takes a cannonball. Let's see who the leader of said cavalry is. Looks like they're charging around the back. Here we go. We could be talking about it. There is Jacob. With a new face for today. So this is this week's new face. And they are sorting themselves out, getting themselves organised as they're going a little bit round in circles. Obviously, they're looking for the right time to pounce. And this line infantry here, the 30th. And you've also got Pan there as well. Oh, Gamer being taken out by Grills there from the 65th Artillery. And there we go, out comes the line infantry. Oh, Temurai being taken down off the horse. So Temurai has lost himself and his horse. So a couple of the cavalry being taken down of the 77Y. They're now backing off. And they might come charging in. No, the numbers are too high for them to actually charge in successfully and do the maximum amount of damage. So they are wheeling around to the right and making a run in the opposite direction. However, fire coming in from the line here. This beautiful line. Look at these fellas, aren't they well drilled? Look at them all. Taking pot shots at the retreating cavalry. So let's see if we can lock in on the offensive drummer, and Grills kills one of his teammates. So here is Malekith with his line contingent. Let's see what's he got with him today. So PFCs, more PFCs, few cadets. There we go, cadets and PFCs. So all being led into the battle by Malekith. As I think the cavalry, there we go, the 77Y cavalry has gone for the artillery. There is the horsebound rubberized one. He is making chopping attempts at the enemy, and it looks like the two cavalry have actually... Oh, sticky rubber takes a hit there. Looks like they are making attacks onto there. Oh no, the rubberized one is down, and he gets shot in the back. So Holly Fluff executes him as he lands on the floor. At the same time as the line infantry appears from the 77Y, and all of a sudden they get rushed into. They're not going to be able to get into line formation. Oh no, Aztir has been executed, chopped in half by the sword. As fire goes in from the 77Y, taking out as many in that line as possible. The fire has been made and they are charging in. So, as you can see, you've also got lots of charging going in on this artillery. And these guys, the 5th Brigade Rifles, are doing their best to defend as the 77Y are moving in towards the cavalry. The March of the Doorstops is underway as, oh dear. Loads of people being killed left, right and centre, and a jump over the top of the arty. Now the question is whether or not the 77Y will actually make it through there. There's Riki Jungle going in for a bit of stabby action. As you can see there, Happy Banana killing one of the RA as they're going in for a bit of a stab. There we go, knocked to the floor, and multiple bayonets going into him. As you've got a, looks like a Russian... Oh no! One of the horses got taken out there, and there's Brigadier Woden. Yeah, and... Oh dear, that's Happy Banana doing the signature 77Y teabagging on the late Woden. So, it looks like the Russians here have successfully taken out the artillery of the Prussians. So, and this is Andre here, and it looks like they're going to try and take out a limber horse because of the problems that will cause. Nice sabre there, very slight, shiny. And you've also got a couple of the cavalrymen who are now joining the foot. So there's Lance Cadet Hovis, and also another member there who is, there's Riki Jungle. There's, let's see who this fella is. Who is it? Come on, come back here, you. There's the Banana. It is the Banana, otherwise known as Flatface. So it looks like the artillery now for the Russians is coming under attack. Now, you can see here, this is the Skirmishers section for the 77Y. Now, let's see what's going on. Did Mao survive? No, looks not to be the case, as Bradders is now moving in to support the Skirmishers. Now, this is the contingent protecting their artillery. Unfortunately, all their artillery are dead. Very, very dead indeed. So, this will be the line battle. You can see. Yep, there we go. See that in there? Little bit of fire. Oh, Hobo taking a headshot from the line infantry as fire coming back in from the 77Y. Funny Monk and Hammerstout killing a couple of the RA. Well drilled fellas they are, making fire back in. These guys being sensible, using the brow of the hill to cover them. And let's see what they do, because we've now got a line of 77Y coming down the right-hand side for what will be the outflanking manoeuvre. Here we go. Looks like the Russians are turning to move to look at them. They're going to have to stop at any moment to get maximum firepower onto that point. Now, the question is, are they using them? There we go. So they might just wait. There's Bradders making a run. There we go. Oh, fire coming in. RA taking down members of the 77Y. Lots of 77Y. Well, 3. Going down there, and the inevitable dozy-do bayonets begins as we see lots of stabbing going on here as the Russians, holy crap, the Russians are absolutely cutting these boys to pieces. So they're doing a wonderful job there, and that is the contingent of the 77Y. As brothers trying desperately to survive, but unfortunately not succeeding. And now, this is Bobby for the 77Y. This is the small line that is left, along with the Skirmishers. Now, they've obviously got the benefit of the accuracy of those rifles, and they are supported by this line infantry. Let's see the numbers. 15 versus 22. So the Russians have the numbers advantage only by 7 men. However, there's no artillery. There's no cav left. This is just going to be line battle. And it's going to be, it might give them an advantage because of the skirmishers, the additional length of the, yeah, absolutely, the length that rifle is accurate to. So now the question is, what are these guys going to do? How are they going to move? They're looking to use the brow of the hill to cover them from the fire of the 77Y skirmishers. Now the question is, they have got to pick their time very carefully. Oh, what's this? Is this another line of 77Y? Yes, it looks like another smaller line of 77Y. Probably going to tack onto the back of these guys. Which, Mitch, anyway, there we go. So there we go. Gold Eagle there, making a bit of fire. Oh, fire comes in from that very small 77Y contingent. The killing guy gets taken down, and in comes the stabbiness as they are now being attacked from 2 directions. This is not going to go well for the Russian contingent, as this poor fella here, there's Boris Shish. Yeah, that's not going to go well. Oh, shot Chris in the face. That can't be great. As out come the swords, out come the bayonets, and stabby going off is going quite well. So as you can see, okay. So as you can see, that is it there. Now let's find out where the sole remaining Russians remain. Here we go. So there is Lutzman, the Major. Now, this is going to be interesting because there is 18 versus 4. And the question is, what are they going to do? Because they've got to pick the right time to do this attack. Now, the skirmishers are going to be coming over the hill. And these guys, the question is, are they going to wait for them? Or are they going to fire? Oh, correction. Scruff being taken out by a nice shot from Mikhail. As in go the attacks with the bayonets. Sheer weight of numbers. The rifle butts going in. And there we go. Stabby goings on. So, there you go. Round 1 is over. Success for the Russian side. And we are on to the next one. Stay tuned. This is round 2 of the line battle. That's Aubert on there with a little bit of Johnson's Papy de Gaulle with his limbered up cannon. Standard cannon by the looks of it. Possibly a 6-pounder. And now is this a howitzer? No, also looks to be a 6-pounder possibly. So here we go. Let's see. There's Malekith leading his line of PFCs and cadets. There is Scruff leading his collection of skirmishers. And there is Brigadier General Schwartz leading his team of 65th as well. Look at all these fellas. They look wonderful. There is Jacob scouting ahead. The Chinless Wonder scouting ahead with his cavalry. His cavalry remain in place back there. And there is Corporal Royal. So let's see. Here we go. Sven Hutman and Sergeant Andre lagging at the back, I suppose you could say. So let's see if we can lock in on the Prussians. Kind of ironic that Russians are playing Prussians and English are playing Russians, yes. Anyway, these fine fellows looking wonderful. There you go. There's Nod. There's Conson. Crazy Ass. Clunker. Graves. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so I won't try. And Falcon. So these guys looking obviously wonderful here from the 41st. Let's have a look. Yep. So these guys all getting set up, moving in to support. Oh no! Sticky Rubber's just taken a cannonball to the face. Sticky Rubber is no more. As we're looking at Sita here from the recruits, there's cannonballs already coming in from the Jean Bart of the enemy. So from the artillery even. So you can see the cavalry there. Now the question is, will the Russian cavalry take on the Prussian cavalry? That's the question. See, look, now as you can see, a great shot in there has taken out a member of the Jean Bart. And you can see the cavalry over here, as Adam McCormack has just died, as 65th Captain Geo takes out Private Benny with a cannonball. And let's have a look. I think that was one of the guys waiting there. Now, I think this might be one of the guards. Yeah. So that's artillery guard there. Now, let's see if we can find out what's going on. There we go. A bit of fire coming in over the top of the hill by the skirmishers. You can see skirmishers and line battle firing huge amounts into this Russians. Oh, 65th are taking out members of the 65th and Mark's Hammerstout as well. Lovely shot there. As the Prussian here, the Prussians here are firing back. Right, let's take a look at the drummer. Oh no! Drummers get no love. Poor old Connor. Anyway, there can be only one, and unfortunately it's not going to be him. So, cannons are full of protein apparently, so they're good for you. Although, it's an extremely big ball of protein. And Nipples McGee has died again! Oh god, poor Nipples. So let's see what's going on here. Who is that? That's 65th Recruit Fabio. Not sure why he's dressed in a strange coat, but he must be a captain of some sort. So we'll wait and see what happens. Now, there is 65th Brigadier General Schwartz, and this is the skirmishers line. And you've got Captain Scruff checking his eyeglass to see what's what. There is Corporal Royal. Now you can see them coming under fire here. Oh, lots of fire coming in there from the 5th Brigade Rifles. Wow, those guys really accurate. Taking down Corporal Royal and Sergeant Andre. Oh! Ouch, I felt that. So Viper is no more as he takes a cannonball to the bonce. You can see that. Look at that. It just came straight over the top and drilled him right between the eyes. So let's see if we can lock in and see what the rest of them are doing. Now, let's see. Who is this person with the bunches? There's Viper. I'm hearing cavalry goings on. Can we lock in on them? Where are the cavalry? See, I'm seeing loads of sword fighting. Here we go. So there's the 5th Brigade. And it looks like one of these lines for the 77Y got completely wiped out. So there's Lieutenant Colonel Small, 5th Brigade, 1st KDG. And they have done a good job of supporting their team. However, they are a bit low on numbers as we're looking at Danny Ant there for the 5th Brigade, 1st Grenadiers, leading his fellows into the fray. Now there's Captain Bradders there, or Corporal Bradders, and Malekith is still alive, congratulations, as we are watching I think this is the 65th here. Yep. So, small line of what remains of the 65th. Brigadier General Schwartz is still alive. Now, you can see here, over here, the cavalry of the Russians. And now we're going to see a bit of a set to any second now. Oh, there we go. Little bit of a line battle and dozy-doing with the bayonets going in there. So it looks like this other line coming in to support their friends of the 77Y. Now the question is, are they going to go into some sort of line, or are they going to go in and do line battle and fire into the enemy? So we'll have to wait and see. No, it looks like he is leaving that battle to continue as it stands. Oh, Grimhead then. There we go. They're going to have to get set up very quickly. Oh, lots of fire coming in from the 5th Brigade Rifles. Loads of people taking fire in that line. Oh, goodness me. That was really unfortunate. 5th Brigade Rifles absolutely decimating this line of 77Y. You've also got outflanked here, or additional fire coming in. Oh, Jean Bart's, that silly Lucas canister shot into an entire section there. Holy hell in a handbag. That was painful. So, yeah, that was just, oh, good God. That was really unpleasant. So as you can see, the Jean Bart Art are gracefully cheesing it in the opposite direction. Obviously, because there are horrible men with sharp implements chasing after them. So, here is what remains of the line. Yes. So, there we go. Malekith there. As you've got another contingent over here. As, that's silly Lucas defending. As the 5th Brigade Rifles are now moving up to defend the artillery of their team. Getting set up in the lines, taking pot shots at that contingent of doorstop hats over there. Jean Bartard, silly Lucas gets taken down. Oh! Che taking a bullet from the rifles. Now the question is, are they trying to lure them in here? Oh no, Mr. Baked Potato takes a death as well. And it looks like this is a charge or not for Malekith. As Malekith is no more. So, but what I love is he's dead, but he's still got his pipe in his mouth. So, that is the contingent of the 77Y pretty much wiped out. A lot of stabbing coming in here. Who is this final member remaining? Oh, he's getting stabbed in all directions. And battered. And that was Macado. Private Macado there. So, as you can see, lots of fire still coming in. And you can see the line infantry over here for the Russians, or the Prussians, I should say. Now, the question is, what remains of the Russians? This is what remains of the Russians. Let's see if there's anybody else. So, you've got the 5th Brigade Rifles over here. You've got the Jean Bart Art. And, let's see, there's pretty much the Riflemen. So, you've got Jacob also. The good thing is the cavalry is still up. Now, they could be very decisive in causing major problems. So, let's see. Yeah, there's Gunapart getting off his horse. And it looks like, let's see. There we go, he's setting himself up. And this could be a quick run. Here we go, here's the cavalry guys. They're getting themselves set up. This guy's going to have to join the line because he's dehorsed. And the cavalry line will then be led into battle by the Chinless Wonder. That man there. So, let's see this fine fellow going over the hill. Now, this might be members of the Jean Bart Art still alive. Yes. Papy de Gaulle. And who is this fellow? This is Kiki. So, both of these guys looking in both directions. Might have to turn his cannon round. And here we go. Now, that's got to be dangerous when you're driving while looking through your spyglass. So, there we go. Flying into battle. Any minute now. They're going to get into line. They're going to charge it. Yep, looks like this is going to be the charge. So, fire coming in. Oh, Jacob with a lovely kill with a pistol off the hip, off the side there. Oh, crashing into each other all over the place. Happy Banana taking down a few people. Oh, no. A couple of people being dehorsed, and that's it. And, oh, Grillis taking down Feet and Flying Man and Punishment. Holy crap, that was a lovely shot indeed. Cannonballs still coming in, and this section of rifles is still doing a great job of defending themselves. Now, let's see what's going on because... oh yes, here comes pain. as they are now being hit from both directions. Oh dear, this is not good. This is not good. Rifle butts are out, cavalry is out, and they are doing their best to kill everybody in the entire area. And there you have it, as Snoopy ends it with a kill on Slender Landerman. And we move on to the next round. And so we are on to the next round. Russia have won 2 rounds so far. Now, as you can see, 91 versus 93. So the Prussians have the advantage only by 2 members. Now look at that top score. Happy Banana 12-1 and that Silly Lucas 16-2. Good scores there. Let's see. Grillis there with a Grills, I should say, with a 9-2. And North King Jim with an 8-2. So the artillery definitely helped by that canister shot earlier of Silly Lucas. So very nice indeed. Now, a couple of recruits there. There we go. There's Gunner Zinaga. And North King Jim. So let's see. There's 5th Brigade. Gunner Onion, who appears to be at one with a tree. So he's currently staring down a tree as we move in to see what's going on over here. Now, let us see. So, more line infantry. Cannon fire going in already. Oh, somebody with a 600 ping. That's nice. Woden down to 493 ping. So you can see a little bit of fire going on already. Fire coming over here. Here we go. Any minute now, there is going to be an almighty shitstorm. Oh dear. Cheese it, boys. Run for it. Yep, they're now basically running in the opposite direction. It might be a little bit of a bait. We'll have to see. And they're charging over the hill to try and take as many people as possible. Don't tell me they missed them all. Crazy Ass being taken down. This has been a very quick charge in. And you've got the cavalry coming in, going after one of the lines at the back there. And there we go. So they're going in after a contingent. Oh, God, this is a massacre. This is horrific. Oh, good God. So much killing, so much death and destruction. Holy crap, that was pretty intense and very aggressive play there by the 77Y. They moved in very quickly and they managed to get the colours of the Russians. So you can see more stabby goodness going on, as that Silly Lucas manages to kill Adam McCormack with a cannonball. Technical problems were experienced. Please hold. So, more cannonball fire coming in. Another line infantry here by the 77Y by the looks of it. Let me just check. There we go. Yep, they're waiting for an opportunity to fire at those guys over the hill. And we need to find out what's going on, because these cavalry guys need to get out of the way, because they are going to be firing at these fellas here. So, there's Lieutenant Major. He's got a couple of guys joining him on his line as we're watching Bob the Blob. Looks like they're going after some of the 77Y cavalry, if any exist. Oh! Now, the question is, are they going to charge in? No, they are not. One guy is with his horn, which can only go well. So out comes his saber. And he's going... and Woden is dead already. Oh dear. Because these aren't really battles unless Woden dies at least within the first 10 minutes. Then it's an official battle. So as you can see, cannonball fire coming in. You can hear the cannonballs flying past the camera. As you can see more. There's the skirmishers there, the flying man, and a few more. Now, is that Scruff there at the front? Yes, it is, with a musket, not a rifle. That is a surprise, but I suppose he's picked up an available musket. As he's an officer, he didn't have a musket to store. Didn't have a gun like that to start with. However, over this hill, cannonballs come flying in, should be what is now the retreating Prussians. Now, the good thing is for them is they still have a line down by their artillery. You've got a combo of cavalry and a smaller line on the side there. You can see them. And this line. So the question is, what are the 77Y going to do? It could be that the skirmishers are going to take... Oh, lucky with a great long distance shot. As it looks like Punishment takes a cannonball from Grills, and Slavic has just killed his teammate Rick Maroon. Poor old Rick. Slaughtered in his prime. Now, I think this is not so much the line as it is skirmishers. So you can see these guys have the advantage of firing at long distance with greater accuracy. However, let's see what's going on. Okay. So there is a defensive position being set up. And let's see if we can find out what the Russians are up to. Oh dear. Oh no! Couple of fire coming in there. As we are looking at members over here. There's Slenderman the Man. And there's Marbo. And this is the contingent of the skirmishers. So you can hear those cannons. Do you see those cannonballs just landing in the background there? Now the question is, what is Scruff going to do? Because I'm pretty certain 44 versus 40. There must be another line of Russians somewhere. So the question is, where are they? Oh dear, Holly Fluff's out there. Here we go. Another little line of the doorstop heads. Led by the still alive Major Malekith. And Macedo maybe? I don't know. Here they're also following up now. You've also got... Ooh, look at this. This is nice. A nice line here. Sergeant Andre. And Brigadier General Swartz from the 65th. So a nice little combo. So let's see what they're going to do. So they're taking a very defensive attitude here. So let's see what they're going to do. So there's the 5th Brigade, 1st Grenadiers. Now, you've got to get pissed off with that being blown in your face for... Oh! That silly Lucas with a great shot onto a couple of the skirmishers there as they start to move out there. Poor Commissar and Polecat taking a cannonball there. The front part of the line being trimmed by a couple of members. As we are moving over to see what's going on. Now there's Holly Fluff there leading out his skirmishers, as you've got this bunch over here, but led by Scruff, also following up with the line on the right hand side. So it only remains to be seen what happens next. So you can see those skirmishers going out there, taking some fire. There we go. So the skirmishers now moving. And these guys are taking pot shots at the enemy with a couple of unhorsed cavalrymen who have now picked up muskets left on the battlefield, as fire is now coming in from the riflemen. Now you've also got these riflemen who've backed off past the hill, and this line infantry here for the Prussians, who are... Oh, lovely shot from Lucky there. As we shall also find out what's going on over here, because there is deviousness afoot, as Private Ha is no more. Sergeant Andre is leading that line with Private Wiper and Johnny 89, and Telen Charlie is Corporal Royal. Oh, God, he only just dodged that cannonball. Holy crap, that was close. And also this fire coming in here from the Prussians. They are now moving into a position round the back of the artillery, so they can try and take out that artillery. However, it looks like they've been spotted by the skirmishers. They're now moving up to a line position, trying to take out as many of those people as possible, as 5th Brigadier... 5th Brigade, 1st Grenadiers, Lieutenant Colonel Wes takes out a few members of the 65th. So as you can see, fire coming in from the skirmishers here. They are putting fire down onto that area as Jean-Bart, that silly Lucas, kills yet more people with those cannonballs. So let's see what's going on. There's Captain Geo there waiting for the inevitable push from the enemy. Now the question is, where are they? Aha! Snuck round the back. Nice outflanking manoeuvre. Oh, and a nice cannonball fire from that silly Lucas as well. Beautifully timed combo there. And I think it's fair to say that this is not going to go well for the Prussians. They are now being outflanked. However, the Prussians here have got another line coming in behind. And that could potentially cause a problem for them. However, they are going to fire. There we go. Couple of kills there, Bob. Oh, there we go. A bit of team killing. Unfortunately, the problem, and you've got loads of stabbing going on as you've got these guys coming over to try and break the line up with a little bit of stabby. So there we go. Mal leading in the bayonet charge. Let's see if he manages to survive. Probably won't, as it appears to be 3-on-1. Taking a shot there, and Mal taking another shot in the leg. He's going in, trying to do his best. Oh, nice kill there, as Mal unfortunately then dies. But there we go. Fun and games. So it looks like the Prussians and Russians are locked in battle. There's Bakhail. Oh, nice stab, sir. Nice stab, complete with a Wilhelm scream at the end there. Now, this fine fella, there's only 2 people left. So this guy is going to have a bit of a bad day. Yeah, start running. So he gets out the bayonet. Oh, holy crap! Oh, wow. Holly Fluff with a nice stab, a couple of triple stabs there, taking out a few of the members. Another stab there. Let's see what he's going on. And nice block there. Who is he fighting? This is Kwai Ao. He's going in for a couple of other people. And Kwai Ao takes him down. And let's see what's going on. Who are the remaining members? Let's see. 1 person is left alive. So where is that 1 person? There he is. And that's it for that round. 3 rounds to nothing in favour of the Russians, and we will be doing a map change. Be right back. And so we are back for the next round, and this map change into something a little bit equally hilly but somewhat more verdant, with a little bit more cover. Sides remain the same. As you can see. So, what they're doing is they're getting their artillery limbered over, moved over to an advantageous position. Now, that could be a good position up there because you've got the cover of trees. There is a good position. However, that gives you good sight, but it doesn't give you a lot of cover. Now, the thing is, the question is what are they going to do? They must find a place where they can give it advantageous cover of the battlefield. Now, it might be that they're putting it on this low hill here. Now, who is that? That's that silly Lucas, so he will be probably marking out the spot for the artillery to go. Now, you also have Corporal Royal there. getting set up, and you've also got Malekith checking out the area. So they can see now that a contingent of Russians is coming in fast from the left-hand side. Line infantry, and they're waiting for the cannon to get unlimbered now. The question is, are these standard line, or is it just skirmishers? Looks to be standard line. So these aggressive fellows, there's Lieutenant Colonel West from the 5th Brigade, 1st Grenadiers. And the question is, are they going to wait for the opportunity now? There's Major Daniant, looking resplendent, and taking a pot shot at the enemy. Okay. Let's see what happens. Here we go. In come the Russians. Looks like they might try and stand just to the right here. There we go. Looks like they're going to go in. And the fire's coming in. Oh, this is not going to go well. Being fired on from 3 directions. Oh no, the 5th Brigade 1st Grenadiers are getting cut up. Their attempts to be very aggressive is not going well for them. So, let's see what's going on over here. Oh dear, Mackel's RSM is no more. So you can see the stabby goings on is started already, as the 65th are having a little bit of fun, as the cavalry, I believe, of the 77Y are getting into a little bit of a fisticuffs. So there we go. The cavalry has now just taken out the artillery for the Prussians. Now, there's 5th Brigade RE recruit Cetra, or Satir, hard to know. But I'm surprised that the 77Y cavalry haven't continued to focus on him and taken out everybody. Correction! He's looking for an opportunity. Now, there is Onion, Engineer Onion. And you've also got this guy in here as well, who looks to be a skirmisher. There's 5th Brigade Rifles Hollyfluff. So he's going to help out with the artillery. And let's see what's going on over here, as lots of slicing and dicing is occurring. So you can see the slice and dice, the quick chop and thrust going on, as the Prussians are attempting to defend themselves from a push from significant line infantry from the Russians. So lots of 77Y there taking out members of the 5th Brigade Riflemen. So this has become a little bit of a massacre, as you can see. You can see 2 guys. There you go, there's the line infantry. Oh, Gunner Thomas being taken out by Bob the Blob. And you can see another line infantry here from the 77Y moving up very close. Oh, they decided to back off. They're too close to them. Hopefully putting their back to them. They've only lost a couple of members. So that's quick move out of the way there. Let's see, was that smart play by Corporal Royal? He knew he was out of position and would not be able to pour fire onto them quick enough without all of his men dying. So good move there by Corporal Royal. Now, these 2 lines, good lines here going on. Look at these guys, wonderful, looking wonderful. Carrying the flag with pride is Nod, complete with Daisy and bunches. So these guys are now pulling back, and fire is coming in. Now, what's this fine fella doing? Yeka's RDV. I don't even know how long he's going to survive. I would hazard a guess it won't be long. Now, you've got a collection here of the 77Y trying to deal with cavalry as the skirmishers get bunched up and they're trying to take out the cavalry. Oh, a couple of the cav members go down. A couple of the skirmishers are no more as they're coming in trying to take out the cavalry as quickly as possible. And I think it's fair to say that lots are going on, as you can see rifle butts going in. Sabre, oh nice, Sabre swing onto greatsword. However, he can't stop the bayonets that were originally coming. So there we go. So, the erstwhile and surviving Nipples McGee. Congratulations, sir. It's nearly past the 10-minute period, and you still remain vertical. So this is, if it died after I'd said that, that would have been desperately ironic. So there is Astir with a musket, and here is a nice line infantry here of the 77Y, complete with headbangers and twitchy trigger fingers. So you can see the line infantry over there, and these guys are taking a few shots. 65th Fabior. Let's see, is that Nipples? No, where's Nipples? Oh, don't tell me Nipples is dead again. No, that doesn't look like Nipples to me. So, let's see. So, plenty there. Oh! So, let's see who these are. There's Brigadier General Schwartz. And a... there we go. So, all getting sorted out in their line. So, here we go. These guys are making themselves difficult to see. So essentially this is basic smart play. They're hiding their numbers behind the hill. You have no idea what's going to happen until you actually pop over the hill and find out. Now this looks to be the skirmishers. Now, here we go. So Mal is leading out the line for the 77Y, and a few members of the 65th in there as well, as we are looking at skirmishers. Now there's Lieutenant Gamer. And there's the skirmishers. Oh, looks like the guys are taking fire. Scruff gets taken down already, as this line infantry here is moving up and trying to take out the skirmishers as best as possible. You've got skirmishers over here, rather smaller line. Let's see what the numbers are compared. 50 versus 22. Oh, this is not going to go well. Oh, in comes the fire from additional members of the 77Y, and it's a hilltop skirmish. Oh, this is unpleasant. This is very grim. As more members of the 77Y come flying in, as we are looking at more bayonets incoming. Now let's see. Oh dear. As there's Brigadier General Schwartz dies to a sword. As it looks like the Russians are doing a good job of defending themselves. As we're seeing lots of stabby going on. 72nd Lieutenant Colonel Duff. As that's pretty much that. Now, there is one left. The question is, where is he? Correction! He is no more. And the Russians have won another round. And we move on to the next one. We shall return shortly. And we have returned. This will be the 5th round, I think. Yes, 5th round. Had to do the mental math there for a second. So. Okay. So there is the cavalry. No doubt led by the Chinless Wonder, owner of the finest battle nozzle in the community. And there is Temerai, who looks slightly cross-eyed, which is not really what you want for a cavalryman, or even definitely for an artilleryman. That's slightly disturbing. So I guess we'll find out and see what happens. So Chinless is checking out the area, looking for the enemy. Let's see, as we disappear through this verdant and plush landscape, to see what's going on with the line infantry. And wow, 5th Brigade has already taken out one of the artillerymen for the Russians. That's Jean-Paul Oberon. As we move up here to see the 77Y, with Major Malekith overlooking, as you're also checking out... Holy crapola! Oh my goodness! Holy crapanorma, that is just... Oh, good God. King of the North, that was probably one of the best artillery shots I've seen in this game. I've ever seen, actually. That was just fantastic. Absolutely stonking. Look at that. So, great play there by the cavalry. As you can see, the smoking craters still remain. 5 kills with 1 cannonball. That's pretty goddamn epic, I have to say. You can see literally bounce, bounce, and then another bounce. Managed to bypass the horse, so the horse has got to be the luckiest horse ever in the history of the universe. And then went straight through a few men and then bounced on the other side. So, desperately unlucky for those 77Y. Wonderful shot by the artillery of the Prussians. Fantastic. As we're looking at the 65th. So they are being led in under the watchful gaze of the two-dimensional bird. We've got to give a shout out to the two-dimensional bird. Hello, bird. As we are watching the bird's eye view, haha, ba-dum-bum, as the guys are moving into battle. So, let's see what's going on. There seems to be an awful lot of smoking craters around this place. And an awful lot of dead people around the cannon. This is not a good combo. See what I mean? Look. Aha! This looks to be Prussians. And they're going for the artillery. So they've snuck all the way around there from the left. Let's follow them carefully in. Make no noise. See what happens. Oh no! Oh dear, oh dear! Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, so sad. So there we go. The gun of the baker gets taken out. And they're now pushing in to see what's going on. There we go. They're formed into a line, trying to take out as many of the defending gunners and guards of the artillery. But I don't think the artillery are going to be able to make a comeback from that. However, oh crap. Yes, this will be the cue to run away extremely quickly. Because the artillery, or the 77Y pain train, is on their way after them. And they're going to set up and shoot at the fleeing Prussians. Let's see how this goes. They start the dodging, the left to right dodging all over the place. They have managed to avoid quite a few of those bullets. So they are trying to make a run away, and looks like they're going to set up a line to try and fire back into the 77Y, as that is a larger target. Looks like they are rearming as the skirmishers come up on the far left-hand side. Let's see what happens. Oh, are these skirmishers? Or this is line infantry. Oh dear. This looks like they may have been caught in a crossfire. Very unfortunate for Malekith and 77Y here, as they are now moving together. Looks like these two bunches are getting together, and they might be trying to limber up one of these cannons. So Papy de Gaulle actually moving the cannon, but no, he has not been successful in limbering up that cannon. And the horse takes a little bit of damage. So what they were hoping to do was actually move the cannons to a different location. So quick play there, a quick movement by Malekith for his 77Y line. Managed to get them out of the way. Now, looks like the cavalry for the 77Y has engaged the Prussians. Let's see if we can lock in on them. Where the bloody hell are they? Here we go. So they have just completely slaughtered a contingent. And Chicken has managed to kill Snoopy. So who is this fella who has lost his horse? That's Chicken. So he, unfortunately, paid the price for killing one of his teammates as he lost his horse. So you can see there a little bit of cavalry run over the top of the hill. This might be the end of the cavalry for the 77Y. They have run into superior numbers, as loads of them going down to bayonet thrusts, bullet fire, and all that kind of good stuff. So let's see what's going on. Here we go, trying to get set up for a line, trying to get organised, trying to get themselves sorted. So let's see what happens. So that is the cavalry. And we've got, looks like we've got 77Y contingent pouring fire into the Russians as we look up on the far hill here. Let's go up high and see what's going on. So as we do the eye in the sky view, There we go. Fire coming from the 77Y into the Russians. There we go. Bit of fire taking down the enemy. And these guys are now going to be starting to move in. You can see they've got another line behind them on their left covering them. But you've also got a line moving around on the left as well. So, this is going to be interesting as they're all joining up on this big hill. The question is, what is going to happen? Looks like you've got... Good heavens! Malekith shot someone. Will wonders never cease. As we've got skirmishers moving up on the right. And let's see what happens. So the question is that a contingent of Russians over there? Because they might be trying to do outflanking manoeuvre. Oh, peace, taking down Recruit Samuel for the 65th. Yeah, it looks like this might be a pincer movement, or at least a outflanking manoeuvre, as the Russians are really going to pour fire into them. Oh, correction, Lieutenant Colonel Small will kill the killing guy. Ironically, that he got killed, as, let's see, these guys are moving into position, and I think they're maybe looking for a position to put a line in so that they can take out that contingent. There we go. Looks like they're moving back round. They're going to form the line very quickly. However, the Prussians are able to fire on them first. He's looking for an opportunity to stop, but I don't think he's going to go for it. No, he's going to completely ignore them and actually return and cycle back down towards these guys here in the centre. Try and kill as many of them as possible. Okay, the line has been broken and the command to go melee has been given. So let's see who these fellas are. So there we go. That's Malekith with the line infantry there. As a few members now. The thing is, these guys are outnumbered. Sheer line-wise number, or line number-wise, I guess. But there you go. The charge, the melee charge has begun. And as you can see, Malekith is currently residing behind a rock. And he gets stabbed. Poor Malekith. Poor Malekith. So, as you can see, let's see who this fine fellow is defending. Johnny Maverick trying to defend against the attack of the Prussians. Oh, but he doesn't survive. So, it looks like the 77Y, the last remaining. There is Commie Rules getting taken down by Valux. At the same time as more Russians then arrive. And they go straight in for the stabbiness. As Valak then kills one of his teammates. So there we go. There's Pinky and the 65th and the 77Y combination line there. Looking very good indeed as they're going in and taking out as many as possible. There we go. Double stabbing. And Johnny 89 gets taken down by Ekmel. And that is it there for the contingent of the Prussians. Now, that looks to me like that Sealy Lucas has managed to relimber one of his cannons. As Maman is taken down, and that is that round over. So this will be the last round. And so we return to the final round. And the Russian contingent, as Sticky Rubber is then killed before the round even begins. So he is now requesting a court-martial, which is understandable. Now, let's see what's going on, as looks like that's probably that Silly Lucas. No, Papy de Gaulle. And Jean 3. And Booby QC. It's all about... Or is it Bobby QC? No, Bobby. Okay, so let's see. Nothing but the sound of footsteps. So these guys get themselves set up. There's Corporal Royal, who will probably end up looking through his spyglass with his covered eye. Now, if you look over the far side here, that looks to be a contingent of Russian infantry, Prussian infantry. So confusing with the Russians playing Prussians and the English playing Russians. Ugh. Way too confusing for my poor and feeble brain. Two-dimensional bird, hello! As we move down to have a look at these fine fellows here. So there is the 5th Brigade, 1st Grenadiers, Major Daniant, leading his line forward into greatness. Or into bullety death. And there is Zaz there from the 30th. And he is leading more. And now, let's see. Who is this guy? Left behind. Colonel Slappy. So these guys are so keen to get into battle that they've left their commanding officer behind. So you can see now the proud members with their flag. There you go, from the 41st SBR, there's Sergeant Borishish. Look at these fellas, don't they look wonderful? Charging into battle, complete with a girl carrying their flag. So that's Nod. Looking very nice with the daisy and bunches. So and a fine blonde gentleman checking out the area. Brigadier General Woden. Why is this man still alive? Thank you. Normal service has been resumed. I have to say, I am a great supporter of Wodan and his ability to go down quicker than a cheap French hooker. Anyway, let's watch to see what these guys are up to as the Russian line here making fire into the enemy. Now, it looks like the two artillery, or the two... Oh, cavalry, they're going for the skirmishers. Yep. Lancers. Oh, lovely. Lancer. Epically wonderful lance. Is going in with a bit of lancy goodness. Unfortunately, he can't move around as quickly as Conqueror has just killed one of his teammates. It's all about the lancers. Time to lance that boy or something rotten. And there is Bob the Bob. Attacking a defenceless horse and missing. So, there was a random lancer. There's Hollyfluff with his lance. Looking resplendent, as usual. Complete with musket on his back now. Let's see, who is that fellow? That is Lombon Dom. And we've also got over here Lieutenant Voodoo. Taking pot shots at the enemy. As we shall move over to see the cavalry. Let's see, will we see any cavalry? Well, there's a random horse. A bored clippity-clop, doesn't know which way to go. So, there's Dusty, member of the Rifles. Unfortunately, a slightly trimmed section of Rifles now. Holy crap! That was a nice shot there by Jean 3. Very nice shot indeed, sir. So, good shot here. The artillery on both sides has been absolutely phenomenal. It's not an easy thing to do. Fire the artillery, accuracy, all that kind of stuff. Because bear in mind, these cannonballs are not like a rifle. They shoot and then they bounce along the ground. So, as you can see, this is where they were recently. Plenty of dead people all over the place. And the Prussians are now departing, which is sensible, as the Russians now decide to turn around, wheel around, and go and support their line, which are moving over on the left. Also, you've got the skirmishers. So, let us go up high. Let's see what happens. Taking pot shots long distance at the line infantry there. As you've got skirmishers and line infantry coming in on the right-hand side. As Jean 3 takes out 2 more. Looks like a couple of the cavalry guys as well. So you've got a significant number of lines here for the Russians. Now let's see how many different. 70 versus 59. So there's an advantage of about 11. So you can see here, this is going to be a line battle at any second. Now the thing is, what they're waiting for is waiting for them to fire, and then they're going to move over the top of the hill. So this could potentially be brutal. And he's seen them. Here they come. In comes the pain train, and they're going to fire. Oh, look at that. 4 or 5 of them taken down almost immediately by the fire of the 77Y line infantry. And they now charge into battle as the 77Y decide to cheese it in the opposite direction. Now, who's that commander? There is Aztir. Currently in commander garb. So he's got his long saber out there and trying not to kill anybody of his own team. And yeah, that was a effect. Oh crikey, who's this poor sod over here? Oh, he better run for it. So there's Aztir, and you can see up here you've got another contingent of line infantry, and this line infantry over here. So you can see the skirmishers are firing into the line infantry of the Prussians, and you've got this selection of Prussians over here. and this collection of Prussians over here who are sensibly backing off. This is not called retreat, it is tactically moving to another location. So you can see also this collection of 77Y. There we go. Corporal roll getting set up. Oh, fire going in. Oh, the 30th being taken out all over the place. And oh dear, Jean 3 taking out a couple of people. Poor old Boloroko and Weaver, unfortunately. So you can see also this poor fellow. Oh dear. The last stand of Triton 4 EG. And he's not standing anymore. He's now lying on the floor. So, there are the Skirmishers. This is the 5th Brigade Skirmishers. So, this will be the Prussian Skirmishers. Now, the question is, what are they going to do? Because these guys need to pick their time. Now, over here is a couple of artillery guards, maybe? Let's see. There's Bobby QC. As that silly Lucas takes out a couple of the LG guys. And we will move up to see this line infantry here of the Russians take on this, I think, line infantry of the Prussians, as the 5th Brigade Rifles has now made an attack on the artillery over there. So the artillery are now fighting for their lives against the push of the Prussian riflemen. And let's just see what happens here. So there is Aztir under the watchful eye of the two-dimensional bird. And is that... which cavalry is that? That is Prussian cavalry. Oh! At least that wasn't... oh dear. Okay, oh dear, this could get messy, this could get messy. The Skirmishers take a little bit of fire. Gamer gets taken down. Birthday Veal and Greatsword and Hammer Stout as well. So the cavalry did a good job of taking down most of the Skirmishers. As fire comes in from the 77Y, Bradders killing Guy and Damascus, taking down members of the 41st RBR. And in goes the attack with the bayonets. 77Y taking out as many as possible. And that is the final member. Let's see. 15 left alive. Oh dear, Cadet Mr. Baked Potato. Good with cheese. Going in for the stat kill. Oh, nearly barges him to the floor there. Oh no! Chris just got taken down by Wonka with a nice sword saber slash as he's being... oh, and he missed. So it looks like they're trying to deal as best they can. Oh! He's doing a really good job at the moment, Wonka. Oh, nice kill, sir. So these guys really need to take Wonka down, because he is giving them major problems at the moment. Unfortunately, managed to miss that section, but the question is... oh dear, oh dear, oh, he jumps over the attempted stab by the bayonet and will now be choosing it in the opposite direction. No, he won't. Brave man. Brave man to fight against these kind of odds. Now the question is... oh, did he get... oh, Malekith just dodged out of the way there. So close to Malekith there. As he goes in, kills Rickamaroo. Oh my goodness, Wonka is on an absolute... Wonka dismount, also that's Ramboing, so there we go. Never mind. Oh, nice dodge there by Wonka. He goes in for the stab, having a little bit of a bayonet fight. You've got to watch this guy behind you, and Wonka is no more. So, there we go. Well, let's have a look. Bit of a contravention to the rules, but it was good theatre, I suppose you could say. So, there are 7 Prussians remaining. The question is, where are they? Oh, Polecat just killed that silly Lucas. So, this is the riflemen. So, the riflemen are now waiting. 7 riflemen, I think. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 riflemen is all that stands between them and total victory for the Russians against the Prussians this evening on the line battle. As a cannonball passes in between them. But they've managed to get away, and let's see. A lot of these guys, I'm not sure if this is actually skirmishers or just standard. These look like standard line infantry, but they do have rifles, and they do have muskets. As fire is coming in, there we go. He's going in for the attack of the rifle butts. No buts. Out comes the very short sword, which is not going to do very well against the reach of these... Oh dear. Against the reach of the bayonets on the end of a rifle or musket. So, there we go. This is going to be Tail End Charlie. No, maybe not. There we go. Celebrationary fire into the air, and we're on to the fun round. Good games between all teams. Okay, so this is the fun round, and I've decided to vary things up by actually taking part in the fun round. So I have my Stoker, or Johnson's Baby Bud, and I'm ready to take on the world. And I've actually deliberately joined the opposing team of the 77Y. So this should be fun. Great, it says gnome team killing and it starts almost immediately. So, the question is, what happens now? So let's see, as we make our way into battle. Absolutely. Oh. What? What? No! Help! I'm being ramrodded! You cheating hoe bags! You utter cheating hoes! Oh, cheating bitches. Okay, so let's try that again. What? Okay, gladiators ready. Kill him. Kill him now. Into the valley of death he flew. There we go. Aztir is no more. Died like the traitorous, cheating Aztir dog he is. He has been put down by admin cheating. Cheat tart. Anyway, that aside, the damage that I have taken from my reputation by the evil Aztir. Aha! I spy enemy. This should be fun. Prepare to ramrod them to death. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here for a bit of an outflanking manoeuvre. So let's see, can we outflank on the right? Tactics in the fun round, this is important stuff. Here we go, attacking from the rear, that's what it's all about. Ah, crap, I'm being raped! Oh dear. Good games for everyone there. That was fun and games. Anyway. Oh god. All good fun. So thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed yourself for this line battle. It has been extremely good fun. Thanks to all the teams that attended. And thank you to you for watching. Take care, everyone.